there! I'm Brad Barton and welcome to 1.21 Geekawatts, an extremely low-tech look at the 1.21 most interesting stories in geek pop culture today. And technically by today I mean this weekend, because San Diego Comic-Con is underway, which means that the nerd news is going to flow like a river. Truly, by the time you're watching this, there will probably already be a pile of brand new awesome stories coming out of California. Nonetheless, there were a few cool items that jumped right out of the gate, the most noteworthy perhaps being the fairly casual reveal of the new Batman mask as it will appear in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, the mask which will be wrapped around Ben Affleck's noggin. It was included in a 75th anniversary display of Batman outfits through the years on the show floor, and I've got a picture to show you. Here we go. It's low-tech style as always. So there's the mask. Looks like a Batman mask, all right, doesn't it? With shorter ears, though, perhaps, than we've seen in the Chris Nolan movies. A few cool posters also debuted on the show floor, including this concept poster art for Marvel Studios' Ant-Man, which technically I think is probably the first poster that we've seen for Ant-Man, though this is not the movie poster, but nonetheless it's good to see Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas looking so heroic in profile, isn't it? There was also a poster for The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, and I'm getting a lot of glare. There we go. That's an angry looking dragon right there. And then finally some really sweet promotional art for The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I like that poster. I think it looks pretty cool. I'll try to post some of the some links on the Facebook page to some of the inevitable trailers and clips that will emerge from San Diego Comic-Con. Now, in the days leading up to Comic-Con, Sony found themselves scrambling a bit to shore up their plans for the Spider-Man franchise. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the lowest grossing of all 5 Spider films that Sony has produced thus far. And the rumor mill has it that they're panicking a little bit to make sure that this very valuable franchise stays upright, that it stays afloat. So that has meant some release date shuffling for the films, which means that we're now looking at a November 2016 release date for Sinister Six, which is a villain-centric spin-off film featuring Spidey's Rogues Gallery, but not Spider-Man himself, apparently, and a 2018 release date for Amazing Spider-Man 3. An interesting side effect of all this schedule shuffle is that when Sony had to abandon the primo release date of May 4th, 2018, which was the original, was going to be used for the original release date for Amazing Spider-Man 4, a movie which now has no release date, by the way. Guess who walked in and snatched up that release date? Well, it was Marvel Studios, of course, which means that they now have 3 films scheduled for 2018, and they may have just lucked into the perfect release date for Avengers 3. Well played, Marvel Studios. Even before the schedule shuffle, there was a casting shuffle in the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, focusing on the character of Mary Jane Watson. For today's trivia question, I want you to name the actress that played the role and shot scenes as Mary Jane for Amazing Spider-Man 2, but was then cut entirely out of the final cut of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Who's that actress? The answer to Wednesday's trivia question was Gabe Jones, and no one got the correct response. Oh, better luck with today's question instead. My friends, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Did you enjoy this bite-sized chunk of Geekitude? Free Geekitude, I might add. Well, if so, here's what you can do for me. You can share 1.21 Geekawatts with a nerdy friend and help spread the word. You can subscribe to the channel on YouTube and never miss a geeky second. You can comment on the video. You can like the Facebook page. You can follow me on Twitter. I am at BradBarton72. And most importantly, you can come back on Monday for more 1.21 Geekawatts. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.